18 foods to avoid before going to bed. What types of foods should be cut out of your nighttime routine? In general, you want to decrease your consumption of stimulants, foods that are difficult to digest, dishes with too much sugar or spice, and those which aggravate heartburn. Here are the 18 foods to avoid before going to bed. 1. Alcohol. It may seem like a few beers, a couple of glasses of wine, or a nightcap helps you fall asleep. Yet, there are 3 solid reasons not to drink alcohol, especially in excess, before going to bed. Alcohol probably does help you doze off, but it interrupts the natural sleep cycle later on during the night. This can decrease the amount of restorative REM sleep that you get. Consuming alcohol relaxes all the muscles in the body, which can exacerbate obstructive sleep apnea and loud snoring. The esophageal sphincter is a muscle that is also affected by alcohol. When it relaxes, it tends to cause acid reflux. 2. Heavy foods. Meals that seem to weigh on your stomach actually take longer to digest. Fatty, cheesy, and fried foods can lead to indigestion and keep you up at night. Avoid things like cheeseburgers, fries, fried foods, and large steaks late in the day. 3. Foods with high water content. Getting up to go to the bathroom can really disrupt your rest. Of course, drinking plenty of water is an important part of staying healthy, but you want to avoid getting a full bladder in the middle of the night. It is best to steer clear of foods with high water content, including nutritious ones. This includes celery, watermelon, and cucumbers. 4. Foods with hidden caffeine. Check the nutrition labels. Many foods have caffeine, even when you may not expect it. Tea and soda are usually caffeinated unless labeled otherwise. Plus, some ice creams and desserts have espresso, coffee, or chocolate. Other foods with caffeine act as stimulants. They make it more difficult to slip into the deeper stages of sleep and decrease the amount of REM sleep you would normally get. 5. Super sugary treats. Insulin yo-yos wreak havoc on sleep patterns. That is why you should avoid overly sugary snacks, which can cause your blood sugar to spike, then crash. Sugary cereals, desserts, and candy are not good nighttime treats for this reason. 6. Tyramine-rich foods. To increase sleep quality, specialists recommend cutting out foods that have a high amount of tyramine later in the day. This amino acid causes the brain to release a natural stimulant that facilitates brain activity. This can make falling asleep more challenging. Foods that are rich in tyramine include tomatoes, soy sauce, eggplant, red wine, and aged cheeses. 7. Spicy foods. Anyone with heartburn knows that spicy dishes can lead to problems at night. Well, there is another reason to avoid them. Naturally, your body temperature should be lower to facilitate sleep. However, hot peppers can boost your body's temperature. Feeling hot can actually make you lie awake for longer. If you love food with a kick, try eating it at breakfast or lunch, instead of dinner. 8. Acidic foods. Another trigger for acid reflux is, no surprise, highly acidic food. Things like citrus juice, raw onion, white wine, and tomato sauce can disturb sleep by making heartburn worse. That is why you may regret eating a slice of pizza before bed. 9. Foods that make you gassy. Some types of cuisine could spell disaster for sound sleep. Foods that are difficult to digest and contain a lot of fiber may cause painful gas. Pressure and cramping caused by too much dried fruit, beans, broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts can keep you up late. High-fiber fruits and vegetables are great for your body, but not great for sleep. Try to avoid them before bedtime. 10. Processed foods. One of the most infamous products of the food industry, processed meats like sausages, salami, and ham must be avoided before bed at all costs. It is linked with several health conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, and obesity. Processed meats contain a high amount of trans fats, salt, sugar, and are loaded with calories, making it an easy source of weight gain. 11. Pizza. Pizza makes for one of the most deliciously wholesome meals. A cheesy and saucy delight, it is one of the most popular foods in the world, but it comes with a price. The large amounts of cheese pack a lot of fat, the sauce contains sugar, and the dough contains refined carbs, making pizza a perfect recipe for weight gain. Moreover, non-vegetarian varieties are topped with processed meat, adding a decent dose of trans fats to the mix. It's best if you stick to the more traditional roti sabzi for dinner if you want to lose weight. 12. Ice cream. A sugary treat after dinner might sound like the perfect end to your day. While that may be the case, desserts like ice cream may not be the perfect end to your weight loss journey. Commercially made ice creams are loaded with fats and artificial sugars that provide a huge number of unnecessary calories. If at all your cravings do get the better of you, go for ice cream that has less than 15 grams of sugar per serving. 13. French fries. Whether you get it made at home, order it in, or eat it at a restaurant, there is no denying that French fries are a delicious treat. People might not worry about its ill effects as it is usually eaten in smaller portions as a snack, but the average serving of 139 grams contains a whopping 427 calories. They are high in fat, from deep frying, and salt, both of which are unhealthy and increase the chance of overeating, causing weight gain. Fries are often accompanied by other high-sugar sauces like ketchup, which will add more calories. 14. Chocolate. High levels of caffeine in chocolate make it a poor choice for late-night snacking. During the latter stages of sleep, caffeine consumption can cause rapid eye movement, REM, to occur more frequently. This is why you're more likely to feel groggy the morning after the night before. Other foods and drinks containing caffeine, such as coffee, tea, and energy drinks should also be avoided 4 to 6 hours before sleep. 15. Curry. Spicy food, such as curries, hot sauce and mustard, contain high levels of capsaicin. This chemical elevates body temperature by interfering with the body's thermoregulation process, which, in turn, disrupts sleep. Add this to the high levels of energy required to digest the spices, and you can kiss goodbye to deep sleep. Spicy foods are just one of a number of foods that are known for having a negative effect on sleep. Other foods, especially those which are high in fat and carbohydrates, should be. 16. Crisps. Too much salt dehydrates the body and increases water retention, causing tiredness and fatigue. A study of the European Society of Endocrinology found that salty foods, such as crisps and salted nuts, were some of the worst foods to eat before bed as they contributed to disrupted, or superficial, sleep. Experts recommend staying away from salty foods at least 2 to 3 hours before bed if you need a good sleep. 17. Orange juice. Citrus fruits are very acidic, and that's problematic if you have reflux or a sensitive bladder. Try eating a whole piece of fruit, such as an apple, instead. The carbohydrates can actually help your sleep, while the fiber helps you absorb the sugar more slowly. 18. Burgers. A heavy, fatty meal like a burger gets your digestive tract working hard, which can be disruptive if you're trying to get to sleep. A recent study found that eating too much saturated fat is linked to lighter sleep with more wakefulness. Instead, you should snack on these foods. For most people, going to bed hungry is disastrous for quality rest. So, if you need a snack or late meal before it is time to doze off, try some of these options. They are considered nutritious and good for sleep health because of the inclusion of tryptophan or their natural ability to raise serotonin or melatonin levels. You might be surprised by some of these sleep-inducing foods. Oatmeal, whole grain toast, granola, milk, cheese, cottage cheese, yogurt, walnuts, almonds, hummus, chamomile, ginger and passion fruit tea, honey, cherries, bananas, and berries. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to receive our next educative video.